And that's particularly important for managing content coming into the house from the same cable or satellite television provider, for example. Even though you might have the same cable box model in 2 different rooms, the master and guest bedroom, for example, and they might use the same infrared codes, we have them wired to different ports. We can control them independently. We can use them in different activities and treat them as completely separate systems. So that's how that works. Okay, let's talk a little bit about contact relays. So in addition to controlling devices using infrared, the contact relays are one of the new interfaces we added with RedEye Pro. And they're really the most simple. It's basically a set of digital switches. So RedEye Pro's contact relays can handle current loads of up to 1 amp at up to 24 volts. Internally, we use an optical switch, and what that means is that you can toggle these contact switches very rapidly over a long period of time without any concern for wear and tear. It's not a mechanical switch inside. So when we go to configure the relays, the equipment you attach to them are devices just like anything else. And so we start by adding a device. Now at the moment, our code database only contains information for infrared devices. We are working to expand the database to include other types of devices in the future, but for the moment, what this means is that whatever you choose here for the manufacturer really doesn't matter. You can put anything. I just picked the first one on the list. Now, as we discussed last week, device type does matter when you're including a device in an activity. We use that to create the activity template and so forth. In this particular example, I'm not going to use this device in an activity. I'm going to do something else with it. I'm actually going to set up a simple monitoring and control system for a water faucet, and so I'm just going to pick the other device type. Now, at the top of the session, we had to choose a port for our infrared devices. Same thing for the relay device. It's just I'm going to choose one of the 4 ports, R1 through R4, in this case R1. And then I give the device a name. This is a valve which is controlling water flow to a clothes washer, so I'm just going to call it laundry valve. And once I save, we get the normal device setup screen. And in the port section here, you'll notice that we have a single row this time, and we can change the port assignment. In the case of relays, there are no port settings. They're just on-off switches, pretty simple. We can change that port assignment, and as before, when we do, only ports of